me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain. And we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Murray, certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Here's Carson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. They'll run with Penny. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the
that play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Seahawks 7, Cardinals 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Able to find Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 on the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards, a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run the counter. Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Play action. Now Wilson. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Penny, the first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the
that play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Dre. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
To Chase Edmonds.
Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Murray, that's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Seahawks 17, Cardinals 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Arizona.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a draw play with Drake. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
First down, Cardinals.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Murray. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Carson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They run again with Carson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Well, remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. On 3rd down, Penny. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try to run with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there.
Shy of the goal line.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Murray fighting, lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Murray now. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 24. That one good for 37 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a throw here to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Throw over the middle, it's taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Cardinals 21.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
3-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation.
Today's final score, Seahawks 27.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera system incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on the like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, then I hit that. Sorry, you like it, okay? Then I hit that. Okay, then I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no